At 11, an I-team investigation into what's in your child's food. A new report found the toxins in hundreds of products. In fact, that report will be released to the nation tomorrow, but we have your first look at it right now. The I-team's Courtney Garish has the exclusive.
Hundreds of different types of food were sampled, from formula and jarred baby food to snacks for toddlers. The researchers told us they weren't just surprised by the levels of contaminants, but also by how many products tested positive.
Lead, arsenic, mercury, and cadmium.
Heavy metals many manufacturers of baby food don't test for. But a nonprofit out of Colorado wanted to know what's hiding behind the labels.
What are we actually feeding America's most vulnerable population?
Every single baby food sample went through this machine.
This is Ellipse Analytics, an accredited lab in Denver, Colorado. We traveled there to get an exclusive look at test results.
There's a lack of knowledge when it comes to what's actually in these products.
Sean Callan is the lab's director of operations and quality. To help parents make better choices, Ellipse Analytics teamed up with the nonprofit Clean Label Project and tested for toxins in 700 products.
The infant formula did better.
In general, yeah.
Ranging from baby to early toddler food. Some of the results shocked Callan, like finding lead in infant formula. 35% of the formula samples tested positive for some level of lead.
I mean, that's an alarming level, particularly when we consider the effect that lead has on developing brains.
When it comes to formula, Similac and Enfamil had products that tested in the top 5 for purity, but one Enfamil formula is ranked in the bottom 5. And the lab found a chemical linked to cancer and brain damage in some food samples.
It's what you call a cumulative toxin.
The levels of acrylamide varied depending on the food.
Is a tiny amount of it going to hurt you right now? No. But a tiny amount of it over and over and over again, that's a different story.
The lab screened for 130 different environmental contaminants, from heavy metals and pesticides to antibiotics.
Science doesn't lie.
Jacqueline Bowen is the executive director of Clean Label Project. The nonprofit is focused on health and transparency when it comes to product labels. She says brands usually only test for traditional food contaminants.
Things like E. coli, salmonella, listeria.
Bowen believes that testing should be more extensive. She hopes what the lab discovered in baby food results in a call to action.
A wake-up call for brands that they need to be much more diligent.
Make them go wee.
Local mom Laura Temke works in the food safety industry.
What a label tells you is questionable sometimes.
She realizes we don't know everything that's in our food, but even Laura was shocked when we shared some of the test results, especially when it comes to organic products. According to the lab, the samples tested averaged twice as much arsenic as conventional baby food.
It's crazy, actually. You think I'm buying organic, it's free from chemicals and impurities and things.
The toxic substance also showed up in a popular kids snack.
You want puffs?
Many brands make puffs. Test results show some had higher levels of arsenic than others.
It's a little scary.
So is bisphenol A, or BPA. One of the brands Laura buys makes a BPA-free claim, but the lab found the industrial chemical in several of the Happy Family products.
It can cause adverse health effects.
In all, Clean Label Project tested products from around 80 brands. Each one has a star rating based on overall levels of contaminants and the nutritional value. 1 is below average, 5 is above. In general, the nonprofit found global brands that make up more than 60% of the baby food market, including Happy Family and Plum Organics, scored at or below average for purity, compared to other brands like Earth's Best and Beech Nut, which were rated above average. Laura hopes manufacturers take this information and make an effort to do better.
Why aren't they testing for other things like heavy metals?
She plans to use some of the test results to make sure what she's feeding her kids is safe.
The test results will be posted for the public tomorrow morning on the nonprofit's website, cleanlabelproject.org. We reached out to Happy Family about the BPA the lab found in its packaging. The company told us it's surprised by the alleged findings. A spokesperson also said, "We specifically source the packaging used for our products because it is made without the use of phthalates and bisphenols. We hold ourselves to a high standard and would earnestly investigate any findings that are contrary to this." And Plum Organics told us all of its products meet governmental standards, but the brand said over the past year, our team began creating new, more robust guidelines for contaminants in our ingredients. When it comes to FDA regulations, go to our website for the agency's full response on the limits it sets for contaminants in food. In the newsroom, Courtney Garish, 9 on your side.